Welcome back, everybody. David Burney's in the booth with you for this final match of the round robin stage. We do still have a few more matches on the tables, but this is going to be our final televised match of the night, and it's going to be a beauty. Local favorite Francis Chow taking on, well, he's getting a lot of support, definitely on the stream, chatting it up. Varun Raheja. Sorry, it's a little late. Raheja, thank you. That's Mike Dominguez joining me in the booth. I just got to actually meet Varun last night, or 2 nights ago when I came into town on Thursday, and really nice gentleman, full of life, full of character, always enjoys a good laugh or two, but it's all business when he comes to the table. But we'll see how he goes against fan favorite, I think, here, Francis. Lots of people pulling for her.
How can you not, to be honest? She has a great cue action. She is a student of billiards in general, cue sports. Tiffany Cleveland in Facebook gave us a clue on how to pronounce Varun's last name.
Raheja. Thank you, Tiffany. I think that's what Jamie, our tournament director, had a great plan for when players sign up. Just give us a little bio, where you're from, what's your favorite food, stuff like that, and just let us your name and spell it out phonetically, because sometimes our commentators don't know these people, and we want to be respectful. And sometimes it's a bit intimidating. You come into them, you don't really want to approach the players because they're knee deep in their practice routine. You just don't want to disturb them and be like, "Hi, what's your name? How do you say that?"
Yeah, take care of all that admin work at the beginning. And as long as players read their emails and do what is requested, it'll work. So there are some kinks in the chain. Nice.
So this one has pretty big importance here, because I'm just going to take a look, and Arif and Nitin are the other two members in this group, and they both have a frame 1, so obviously whoever's going to win that match is going to move on. But that's going to put an interesting story here, because
nice touch right there on the red, saving for the black. Sorry, Bernie.
No worries, Mike, because I'm just looking at Cloud Snooker and just the settings with all the group standings here. An important match here, because whoever wins this one could still have a chance of moving on. So it's win and move on, lose and go home. So just wanted to clear up that little business for everybody.
We're fighting for the mouse over here. I've got the trackpad. Bernie has the mouse.
Well, sometimes, Mike and I get chatting about great intellectual stories of snooker and insight, and sometimes we lose a little track of the scoring. So we just like to have the great live scoring on Cloud Snooker, because the players are to punch in their scores on the iPads, and that keeps the up-to-date scoring on the website. Yeah, it's a really
cool app. I mean, it's live. It updates everything, and it's very cool.
So you kind of feel this one's going to go down to stamina, because it's been a long 2 days here in the round robin, lots of matches to get through. Sometimes, as we know, so often than not, some snooker matches get a little stalemated and they run on a little bit longer. Some are quick and to the points. So sometimes there's a little bit of waiting around. We try and do our best to get players on the schedules match, but there's those frames where the black ball goes over a corner pocket and it's covered by a lot of reds, and you and I pretty much go on a 3-hour tour and then come back and they've just disturbed the Reds.
You know, I like both of them to go the distance in terms of stamina. Varun I think he's just built with energy. He's a very energetic guy. I don't think he ever runs out of battery. And then with Frances, she plays straight pool. She plays one pocket. She understands the long game. So they're two well-matched players. This will be the first time I've seen Varun actually play, and I was pretty impressed with his first break. He got a little unlucky with the black ball, and that's probably just him not being familiar with this table. So if he does make it through the next round, he might be somebody to look out for once he's familiar with these professional tables. That's a nice pot, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. He has the touch. It's very nice.
True. He's got the touch of an angel, but the ferociousness of a lion. Good qualities that make up a excellent snooker player. But this is Varun's first time on the TV table, so we'll see how he handles that. Maybe a little added pressure.
I think he enjoys it, really.
That's a good way to look at it. For any player, just relish the occasion.
You got to. I know I hate it. I do not like the TV table, and there's a few players in the room that feel the same way. So we have Lisa, we have Tiffany, we have Anjudi in Facebook all rooting for Varun. So we have quite the fan base in the chat. Anybody in the chat want to root for your favorite player? Jump in. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, I think Varun's got the chat side, and Francis, local players, got the room side. So a good battle back and forth.
Yeah, technology's closing the distance gap. Francis is a member of Vox Billiards. She might get lucky for being a member. She get the member roll right there. So she has 24-hour access to the club.
So probably when her day closed down at midnight last night, she snuck in probably at 2 a.m. and practiced till about 8 a.m.
She took a look at one of her first matches the next day and probably did that. She does like to prepare. She was a little quick on that shot. Maybe a little guilt in seeing the yellow ball go in a pocket she didn't intend. Maybe not. So how to play safe here. Go off the red to the left. Trying to go 3 cushions behind the brown. Try to go 2 or maybe 1 cushion off the red he's looking at.
Yeah, I think a little clip here. It's a good landing area over there behind the green and brown.
Nice shot. There's only 1 red that Francis can see. It's potable. From this angle, it looks potable. And then this table, the Beck's table, is we're separated by the Judd table, so it's far away. We don't have a live angle to look at. So we're only reliant on the camera.
I really love that you're doing that, naming the tables. It just reminds me of the early days of the National Hockey League when they had the Patrick Division, the Adams Division, the Smythe, cool. And the Norris Division.
Hey. We're really proud of what we've done this past year. And so we've had Judd in the room. And we've had Ricky Walden in the room, and we're sponsoring Beck's Kenna. And Alex Higgins is the one that kind of just, told me to name the club Ox. So we have Alex, Ricky, Beck's, and Judd. That was a great shot there to put the black ball right on its spot. Maybe go to the bolt cushion and back down. But the yellow says no.
Probably should have gone straight up and down there, but put a little side on there, as you saw, so it just kicked into the yellow. I thought you had an empty spot for a table, and you might name it the Nick Barrow table.
He hasn't been here yet.
But he's coming.
He is. We love Nick.
Yeah, if it's just with those 3 reds in a row behind the pink, just clip off the bottom one and come back into bulk.
The says Ronnie O'Sullivan could beat these guys blindfolded. Duh. Good point. That's a great point.
Very astute observation there. This is an amateur tournament. Ronnie O'Sullivan is a professional.
Jeez.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan is probably
the best ever.
True, but you wonder, who knows, could come down the line. I'm pretty sure, what were they saying in the 70s? Ray Reardon, no one's going to touch him.
Yeah.
Best player ever.
Yeah.
And then this little ginger boy came on the scene, Steve Davis. So it's always evolving.
So I wonder if she's going for a double or safety. Neither. She saw a red poking out of the pack. Not sure that would have left her anything. The ball would have been in a different place if she had made that red, but I'm not sure it would have broken through the gap to get on the black. Nervy first frame.
All side pockets so tough. I'm sure all the players that reach the knockout round definitely will know that those side bags are going to take extra care.
Yeah, they look deceptively large.
I don't know, Dr. Snooker. I am tired. I think that's a good debate for the chat room.
That ended up as a nice safety, but not sure she meant it. So once again, there is the red next to the yellow, or is that the brown? Where is the brown? Is that above the pink? Oh, it's right next to the cue ball. So it looks like Varun might go for a double here. I'm not sure. There's really no shot on, so that just says you might want to play safe, get behind the green.
Just a refresher alert if anyone is tuning into the stream for the first time. You might not have heard that Mike Dominguez, who owns this great place and who's on the commentating stream with me right now, is a self-professed blind man. So that's why he had a little trouble spotting that brown.
I have these blind spots. It's nuts. So if I look at the bridge of your nose, between your eyes, your nose and your mouth vanish like a Twilight Zone episode, which coincidentally enough was one of my favorite episodes. I should have picked one where they went to heaven or something, because this is it's terrible. Balls disappear. There's been times where I'm playing snooker and I take a shot trying to leave for a color ball, and then I find out that there was a ball in the way that just appeared. So if you subscribe to our newsletter or receive emails from me, I apologize for the typos, but yeah.
But you do bring up a good point there, Mike, because most people that actually are colorblind have the tough time to distinguish between the brown and the red balls. So, but these players must tell the officials that they are colorblind, because that's the only time when a player can ask, is this the brown ball? Is this a red ball? And they have to be self-proclaimed blind or colorblind.
And I don't see an advantage in it other than just messing with people, but you have to take a test or show them a test.
I think, I'm not colorblind myself. Maybe someone's colorblind on the stream, not blind like Mike. but maybe there's some documentation that you bring around, because there must be other things that they would need to identify as a colorblind person. I'm just thinking hypothetically. I don't know. I haven't had any encounters with colorblind people. I did get accused of being colorblind once by the great Ike Taves, because I think I was playing him in a match and I was just so wound up that I hit a brown ball instead of a red, and he actually asked if I was colorblind, and I said no, and he's like, that was the brown that you hit?
What a guy.
Yeah, Ike's a crafty player up there in Canada. He can do some great mind tricks with you. It's unfortunate he's not on the big tables anymore. He's kind of playing on the 5x10s, but...
why, is he blind?
It's slowly turning into the Stevie Wonder match.
Speaking, I think it all started with the blindfolded comment, and, as they say, shouldn't feed the trolls.
Yeah, but in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Who said that, Mike Dominguez?
Jesus.
No, someone better. Tom Waits.
Tom Waits. He said, "What's in there? What are they doing in there?" Okay, back to the game.
And karaoke was last week. What's he building in there?
The microphone's been drinking.
Touché. Well done. Great Tom Waits reference there. In his world, it's the piano, but I guess in our world, it's the microphone.
Okay. I think this is where the frame starts to get complicated. Yeah. So we got this red down here on the left. I think Frances missed one of these shots earlier, so let's see if she's corrected that and leaves herself for the black. Not sure, maybe she did make it.
But yeah, great angle on this red to come off the cushion. Be on the black. Ooh, pull up.
Can't tell if that blue is on. She took a peek at it. That was a very precise angle that was needed on that blue. And I think that if she had gotten that angle, she would have been better for that red. So now Varun has to cut this into the pocket that Frances wanted it to go in. So sometimes a miss is a good miss, and I think that was a good miss for Frances.
I don't know why Varun just needed to hit that with that much pace. This is kind of a safe red here. She can take it onto the middle pocket.
She's going for the snooker.
And it's a good one. Varun very appreciative, showing his admiration for the great shot there by Frances with the tap on the table. Yeah. No real easy red starter there, so Frances will put Varun back. Hopefully, over in the West Coast, some of our young female viewers are watching, because Frances is doing the women proud, jumping into this tournament that predominantly was filled with men, but she's held her own and she's done an impressive showing.
Yeah, we have a few women members that could have played in this, but some of them were just had other commitments. It's hard for others to take 2 weekends off of work. For those that work on the weekend and played in the women's tournament last weekend. So we are trying to build women billiards and junior billiards and amateur billiards in general. We want to give access to these players, both juniors and women, that just didn't exist before. We're all ages, all the time. There's no cutoff. A little bit harder.
The junior scene out here in Seattle?
It's growing. Mm-hmm. It's not that big in Seattle. Dominic Damian Pominick, sorry. I'm looking at Dominic right there. Sorry, Damian Pominick is one of the owners of Jam Up. And when he lived in Seattle, he developed a junior league and junior players and did quite well. Right now he's in Spokane doing that, and so we're trying to learn from him as much as we possibly can to grow junior leagues here in Seattle. Once again, kind of finish the work that he started.
Definitely having this great event and a lot of your events streamed, Mike. Definitely opens the door and people can see what's going on and definitely see your lovely room here. You know, I think a few older people might think that like, ooh, aren't snooker and pool rooms like filled with smoke and there's just shady characters at every corner just swindling and conniving to do treacherous things, but you've really created an environment that definitely feels very family friendly. It's a warm environment here. I think parents would not be afraid to drop their kids off in this room and they can get some good time. They can learn some things. They can make new friendships with kids that share a passion for cue sports. So a lot of good things you're doing here, Mike.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The parents actually come in with the kids to kind of take a look around. And every single time, once they've checked out the place, spoken with either Travis, Damien, or myself, they understand what we're up to and how we feel, what our goals are, and they completely trust their kids to be safe in here. This might be a good safety here. A little thin on the blue.
Yeah, just kind of dropped his back arm after that shot. I think he knew he wasn't going to get the result that he wanted. Still a tough open here for Francis. He does have a shot. That red near the blue spot. She could cut it. It's a difficult shot. The trouble is, if she is to miss it, she could leave a great opportunity for Varun. She's playing safe, but look out for that cue ball. So often than not, you're just completely focused on just trying to get a nice, safe shot that you forget that there's 6 pockets on the table. Varun's going to take a long pot into this top left corner pocket with this red by the blue. It's getting things a little tied up there by the green pocket.
Yeah, just a heads up to everybody in the Seattle area. tomorrow and Monday are the knockout rounds, and we will have the pool tables closed. We welcome spectators here, as long as you're respectful and quiet. It's always great to have a live audience. The players love it, so come down and watch. Unfortunately, it's too much to have pool going on when we have the knockout rounds going.
Yeah, just looking again at the group where Francis and Varun are there. I believe Francis took that match over Arif, so I'm not sure why that's not updated.
We'll get the tournament director in here. Maybe the scores get updated differently.
Francis beats but a long pot there by Francis.
It's a power shot.
Fearless competitor she is. So yeah, we're just talking to the tournament director because I remember seeing from a distance, and I know Christian, a supporter of his fellow Oxmate, shall we say, Francis. So we were keeping an eye on her match with Arif Mahmoudi. And she was able to beat Francis, was able to take it after on Arif. So hopefully we can get it updated on Cloud Snooker. That's where you want to go. You can find the live scoring there. You can find all the results as we get them. Hopefully they'll be correct pretty soon. But do remember tomorrow, tune in, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's when the knockout round, that's when it starts to get real serious. You're going to see some great players, some great action, and it's going to be tense for sure too. And because everybody knows that the caliber of players that will be in the knockout round, one little mistake could cost you a frame and match.
Yeah, a few champions in there, a few ex-champions. So Muhammad Mo Ali in Facebook is shouting, "Go Varun." So once again, the chat is heavily for Varun. Good to see all you guys watching. Shout out, where are you from? Are you guys from Texas? I know that Varun is from, or at least hails from Houston. They're both, Francis and Varun look like they're checking to see if it was touching. Not a touching ball. Maybe it was. William Crouch is from Houston, Texas. Muhammad Mo Ali is from Houston, Texas. And Lisa Wade Crouch is from Texas. Houston's a fun town. My goodness. I've had many nights there. Some I remember, some I don't.
Yeah, some strong support from the Lone Star State. Wow, Pravin Patel and our good friend Dr. Snooker on the stream, both in Houston.
Oh wow, I did not know that. That's cool. Good shot there by Varun. got to go for the green. Maybe some left side.
Yeah, Houston had one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. I love Warren.
Started his career in the CFL.
Yes, he did.
With the Edmonton Eskimos, now the Edmonton Elks.
Yeah, there was a time where they thought that people named Warren couldn't play football in the NFL. So he had to go to Canada and show them that people named Warren can play football.
It's great that we have those people. They're fantastic. Those people. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's just the best inspiration you can ever get.
Like, what are you talking about?
No, Mike, you can't open up a snooker club in Seattle. No. Boom, there's the inspiration. So yeah, we just got that update over there on Cloud Snooker on the group page. So pretty much this is do or die for these two players. If you win, you're moving out onto the knockout round. You lose, you're becoming a referee here at Ox Billiards for the knockout phase. Right, Mike?
Absolutely.
That's why we're not seeing either of these players really run away. I'd probably take a quick look at that group structure and know that there's a lot riding on this.
Nice little draw there. I would think that she's going to play safe. I can't see from here. Maybe she has an angle, but this is a tough shot on these tables.
Well, from our vantage point, it's far away, but we can see it, but it's tough.
A little bit too thin, and she did not get away with it. Almost kicked the black out. But this is a pot that we've seen Varun already make in this frame, this long red into the top corner pocket. And there he goes again. One cushion, a little bit far for the pink, but that was a great red. He'll take it. Still on the table, so he can either lay a mean snooker or go for this pink in the middle.
I don't see any kind of angle to break out those reds, so I think just, rolling up to the pink. Let Francis break them apart. But
oh, he went the other way.
Feathering with authority there.
Just a little bit of a shot to nothing. It's a good, safe shot.
24-18, first frame, best of three. Winner's moving on. Loser, unfortunately, has to go home.
Dr. Snooker says, I think Francis needs to win 2-0 to go through. It's a great point.
Well, we were looking at the group stage, and it seems like everyone in this group has one frame that they've won, or one match that they've won, my apologies. And Nitin and Arif are playing in the other match. So the winner of that match is going to be moving on. Obviously, seeding will be to determine, obviously, if she gets 2-0, Francis, that will help her seeding.
Currently, Nitin is 17 points. Arif is 38 points with one frame under Arif's belt.
So Stephen Wong has to win his next match to go through.
Now, Jamie, is that just a win-win or a 2-0 win? Yeah, it's going to be tight. A lot of these groups are very competitive.
Is Stephen Wong a local player?
No, he is the new owner of Embassy Billiards down in the LA area. I think they have 10 pool tables and 9 beautiful snooker tables redone by Simon.
That's the gentleman. I got him confused. I thought some people were pointing me in the direction of Raymond McCarthy, was the man from California that owned a room.
Gotcha. Well, both can be true. I'm not sure if Stephen is the only owner.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that he is the principal. He's the front man. I think we just gave Stephen Wong's club over to Raymond McCarthy. Where's that pink? Oh. Speak of the devil, Stephen Wong rang the bell.
You know who else is going to ring the bell? Raymond McCarthy.
Yeah, right. He's next.
If we talk about it, they will come.
Come on back, Judd Trump.
I don't know. We're in Seattle here. You know, the heart of the grunge movement. I'm pretty sure the grunge rockers, a few of them, were a fan of their Q Sports. When are they going to stumble on into Ox?
Yeah, wasn't some Pearl Jam member a fan of billiards or something?
That's quite possible. The great Canadian musician and producer Daniel Lanois is an avid Qist. Always have one in his recording studio. When there's a little downtime, they head over to the table to clear their mind. He actually, I think when he was down in Jamaica doing an album, he got a snooker table installed down where he was staying.
That's my kind of person. Oh, cool, William. William Crouch in Facebook says Varun was a pool state champion in Wisconsin.
Nice cut there by Francis. This is an interesting first frame here.
William, if you're still there, what was the age group in that championship? Was it a junior competition, which is still very cool, or open competition?
Yeah, Vern seems like a young buck, so I don't think it was a senior event.
No, yeah.
And come Championship Monday, are we going to get Tom Collins Jr. to present the trophy?
Yes, we are. What a shot. Great shot by Francis there to build on her newly acquired lead.
Ooh. Summing, where's that DeLorean? She wants to go back in time there. That's a pink that she makes out 9 times out of 10. So 2 points in it. We're on to the colors. And the chat room is...
Nice, William. So William Crouch answered the question on what kind of tournament Varun won. He says it's open, an open tournament. Well, congrats to him on that.
It's interesting. Looking on the monitor, that, yellow looks a little bit challenging. It's going to take great cueing, but actually, physically looking at that shot, when you see it in real life, it is dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, the black ball's right there for a safety opportunity. Oh, but she went for the pot. And, those knuckles are dangerous. You don't know what's going to happen.
Almost as dangerous as a few brass knuckles.
Yeah, no kidding. Got the green tied up. So I think Varun just wanted to get those points in. Kind of bank them. Take it ball by ball. It's going to be hard to make a clearance with the table the way it is. This is not bad if the green keeps going.
He wants it more and he's not going to get it, unfortunately. So it's a long green. Always going from one side of the table to the other poses some trickiness. But we've seen Francis do this before.
Yeah, it's important when you practice to practice these shots on both sides of the table. So when this situation comes up, it's not foreign. So it's a nice opportunity to get behind the brown, possibly, and send the green ball up to the top cushion. We'll see what he tries here. A little bit too wide of an angle. But right idea, I believe.
Yeah, he's pushed that brown ball in a great spot to lay a snooker. Not on this shot, it'd be pretty tricky, but let's just see how things develop here. As both players battle on this green in this opening frame of a best of three.
Francis is being very aggressive with this green ball. That was a very narrow window to go for.
Yeah, they're certainly going for their shots, and he's pushed that black ball into an easy potable position, so we'll see if this frame comes down to the black ball.
In essence, it's down to the pink ball if that black ball stays there, because it looks like you could probably make that shot from any part of the table. This is a real thin cut, but she's going for the safety. Is it strong enough?
Just not enough.
No. There still might be an angle to tempt them, but a safe play might be the... it's hard to play safe in this situation, but you just have to bite the bullet, play safe.
With both players tied 26 apiece, both of them need up to the pink ball to take the pink ball to take the frame. So still no clear winner here in this first frame.
Might be going for the pot here. Nope. Nice safe play. Good for him. I think that was the right choice. So you don't want the cue ball to go on the right side of this green because you don't want to tempt that blue ball to get knocked in. Oh, she proved me wrong there. That was a really nice shot.
True. But dangerous.
Is it? Okay, here we go. This is Varun's shot of the frame, really. I mean, he's been hitting these in. Take a breather. As a former champion, I think he knows how to steady his nerves for these type of shots.
Just waiting for the adjacent table to finish up their action. As you have done a great job here, Mike, of creating a lot of space between the tables, but there's just that odd instance sometimes when one table is at the bulk end and the other table is at the top end. And they kind of intervene there.
Those are the snooker gods saying, take a breath.
Yeah, it's still tough to predict here with that. The brown's pretty safe, so this green is really, anyone can take it. And when you're coming off the brown, you're going to have to get nice shape onto the blue because it's still in a pretty tricky spot there.
It's almost, it'd be nice to make the green, sure, but you're still going to have to battle for the brown. The blue is in a potable position, although difficult, can be done. The pink, you can pot it. But really the game is in the green ball and the brown ball. There are two fighters in the middle of the ring right now.
Not a lot of feathering there for Francis. Just focusing hard on the shot at hand.
Let's see if that blue ball gets him some little discomfort. He's a little worried about that.
Wouldn't have the trouble if he was a left-hander, but it just get that extra bit of care you have to look at that you don't to rub against it with any piece of your clothing. So makes this shot just a bit more annoying than usual.
Oh, goodness. He almost made that, but is it safe?
That might have been the blue ball's fault.
Yeah, he was leaning over.
And there's a pathway here for Francis to take this green.
She is on the cushion, and she's got that blue ball in her peripheral. I'm sorry, the brown ball. Can't she focus?
Well, at least she didn't say the orange or the purple ball. This isn't Super Snooker. Yes, it truly is nail-biting action here in this first frame. It's got the tension of a final written all over it. It's still just a group stage match.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, that blue ball is definitely potable now. I think I would have liked to see the brown ball go 1, 2, 3 cushions, just stopping the cue ball and trying to get the pink ball in between them. Those type of shots are dangerous when you have other colors in the bulk pockets. Just waiting to be knocked in. Cross double here. Nope.
Oh. Golden opportunity
Not sure what
here.
that shot was. Hitting it at that speed. Not sure what he was trying to do.
Sam Sexton putting as a support for Varun. Varun, you are the champion. Well, he's up against it here with local favorite Francis Chow.
Similar shot. The blue ball is not in her way, but it has to be on her mind.
It's a clever shot there. She's got the snooker. I thought maybe she'd take that brown to the top left corner pocket, but great snooker mind. But maybe she wasn't counting on the miss to the side, but because the result is a nice snooker here.
Yeah, it was almost a shot to nothing where she was hoping the pink would get in the way and still leave herself for the blue if the brown had went in. Look at this. Oh. All right, here we go. We have some tension here. You got 10 feet, 11 feet to just barely hit that brown ball in the right position without knocking the black ball in.
Yeah, I think she might favor maybe come cushion first.
The old Mark Twain poem, close your eyes and go cushion first. Oh, she went for the pot. There was a gap.
I guess so. I didn't see it from my vantage point, but yeah, I guess there was a gap. Is there a gap here for Varun? I don't think so. I think this blue is definitely adhering the path of this brown to find the bottom of the green pocket.
Let's see what Varun decides. Similar shot. It's kind of like your turn. What are you going to do? Looks like cushion first from here. Yep. Little thick, but that works.
Almost would have been tempted, going on the right side of that red or that brown, just because these tables round so true that it's not going to fall off or any roll, that you might have been able to clip off it and just get in behind that blue. But that's definitely got a lot of danger on that shot. Francis does have the opening for the potting angle, but not elected to take it on. She's knocked the pink safe, so either player is going to need that.
That was a good shot. Really no other option. And it ended up a shot to nothing.
A shot to beautifulness, it looks like there at the snooker. We'll just see how Francis wants to play this. Does she come down with some siding to jump out the top cushion? Oh, that's the trouble with queuing down on it. Just that slip. Remember to chalk your cue.
Yeah, she was committed to that shot without looking at any other option, and it's sort of a target fixation phenomena where you're just kind of sold on one thing and ignore other options. And I think she should have taken a walk around the table.
Look at those cushions. That's why the cushions are there. They're there to help you.
Sir, the swerve is certainly an option for sure. It's not the only option.
Sounds like a tongue twister you had there.
The swerve is a option. Just trying it again. Nice. So maybe it was just a miscue.
True. Maybe she just didn't chalk it. You'll see, and that's one thing for all you youngsters or new players. It's kind of like a Tourette syndrome. Just chalk your cue after every shot. Just keep it chalked. Keep it chalked.
There's a video out there where Steve Davis lost Alex Higgins, and when they're interviewing Alex Higgins, Steve Davis is just sitting in the camera frame chalking his cue. The match is over, and he's chalking his cue. All right.
Is this blue enough?
Gotta clip it. I like the walk. Kind of calm down, take a realistic look at it, take a breath.
Yeah, a little pain with that black. Just got to be wary of it. Very nice.
Yeah, well done.
But we've come down to the pink. Is that tight to the cushion? Do you risk it, Mike, here?
No.
Those object balls are tight to the cushion. It's hitting the ball and the cushion at the same time. Some players like to put a little siding so it kind of swerves that white ball to put it in a straight direction. It's really Francis needs the black as well, and the black's not in a great potable position, so maybe Varun can be a little adventurous here with his pink.
I think Varun is talking to himself. I'm seeing, I don't know, he's either chewing gum. I'm looking from the live view. not the camera view. No, it's gum.
The gum might be masking him talking to himself, but you do see it a lot of times, Players do mutter to themselves from time to time, just kind of talk to the inner self.
Little one pocket shot.
Who? What? Where? How? The Americans always have to go back to pool somehow.
One pocket is a beautiful game, I have to say. You have to be multidisciplinary. Oh no. I think I said that too loud. So snooker's required.
Jeez. And the result of the shot is even worse too. Now this is a blue Varun should be able to put in to take a 1-frame advantage. Does.
Smooth stroke.
So Varun takes frame 1 of this best of 3 group match. We've looked at the results over there on cloudsnooker.com. In the group stage, the winner of this will be moving on. So Francis's back is up against it, but we'll stand by for a quick break as they get ready for frame 2. And we'll see you in a short moment, everybody. And welcome back, everybody. Frame 2 has begun. Francis is broken off. Varun's got the advantage here, leading 1 frame to nothing. But Francis is a fighter. She knows what she needs to do.
Not a bad break off there.
Yeah, just that 1 red, but it's a long red. She was playing Neil Robertson. She might be in a bit of trouble.
I hear that he can beat these people blindfolded.
Really?
That's a nice little safety there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think like he was going for the pot, but understood that that was an option if he missed.
Yeah, Francis may be able to glance off this red to the left of the bunch and come off a cushion and get into bulk. It's funny how snooker and pool are in the same family.
Yeah.
But the breakoff shot is so very different in each game.
Yeah, absolutely. Your 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball breaks are very different. However, your 14-1 and 1 pocket breaks are very similar to a snooker breakoff.
She might have left this right on the left side of the table. The only thing is, where's the reward for Francis? If she does take it on, maybe with the angle she can, maybe can into the black. She's feeling adventurous.
How's your luck? Not good.
Oh.
So it might come down for the blue. Does have an angle. If he goes for the red under the green, opts not to do that. That's interesting. Maybe a stun shot for the pink. And that top red. Went for the bottom red. Interesting. Leaving for the black is probably of the 3 colors available. I think the blue would have been the easiest. You don't have to hit that red so hard.
I think that red by the green was the right call there, Mike. It's just that little red flicked into this red that Frances designed and has made it potable, and it's got an angle that she can come back up for the blue. So is Frances going to punish Varun for a rather costly mistake?
A little bit of side and a low side would have helped widen that angle for the blue. This is a pot that she can still make in the green pocket, though.
And she's got the angle to stay on it, the red in the same pocket, so. So it's so tough about this game. You make one little mistake and you can end up sitting in your chair for quite a while.
Or chasing your tail the rest of the break. Look at that. Oh, what a pot. Wiping its feet on the way in.
Definitely thought about it. And now she can just kind of stun that red, and I think she's going to have a good angle on the yellow to come back down the table. Great shot.
So she might want to look at either the top or the bottom red in those bunches. Or is it one bunch?
Oh, Blaine, we wish you were playing too. How come you're not out here in Seattle for the United States Snooker National Championship?
The brown. Interesting.
It does that a lot. You probably would know better than I. She kind of like hits a shot and then comes up and flicks that hand up. It's an interesting little trait that she has. Not knocking her at all. She's
we all have our quirks for sure. And I think that's what's cool about these sports, these cue sports, is there's reasons why to like and gravitate towards a player. Their style.
Needs to run a little bit. Ooh. Just let that open on the side for Varun.
Might want to be careful if he goes for the side pocket with that cue ball. Can't tell from this angle, but it looks like the cue ball might flirt with the yellow pocket. But it looks like he might be going for the green pocket, just straight ahead. Nope, yellow pocket. Probably would have been safe if he had made
look out for that cue ball.
No. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Very unlucky. You can't plan for that. So the play on the table has to continue, but I do believe that there was an error on the table score. Neither one of the players caught it. There's no referee, so in lieu of no referee, both players, once they agree on the score, they have to move on. Can't turn back the clock.
Looks like Varun's taking on this red to the top left corner pocket. Wow. Try to force that in. Unfortunately, he's going to cannon into that blue. It's given a good opportunity for Francis to put some more points on the board. So yeah, with the angle she has on this red in the middle pocket, she's going to eye up one of these bulk colors. She's got a little bit of an angle here on the yellow. Yeah, there is a red. It's a thin cut into that middle pocket. She looks for that one. I think she might be taking on that red that's just above and to the right. The pink spots. Just coming over to take a look. Maybe she's taking the far right of those two reds on the right side of the table. The one in the middle. Uh-oh. This could be trouble, especially if that blue passes that red into the middle pocket. I think it does.
Yeah, he's going to want to stun run through a little bit here if he's looking to get
so
that
nice
red in the same pocket. Now he's going to be on the other side of that red that's closest to the middle pocket. But there are other options.
He's just going to say the thin cut here. It's kind of going to be tough because he's going to be queuing over that blue. But he might take that red on the left side that's out in the open there. Just might have an angle to kind of disturb that black on the top cushion. Or he might be playing for the red by the pink, it looks like now.
It's a lovely sound. Hitting the back of the pocket, that leather. The brass covered by leather.
I like three sounds. One cushion, two cushion, click, and I'm snookering you behind the green.
Oh no.
Kind of jabbed at that a little bit. Yeah, he knows he made a mistake there. Popped up like a Pop-Tart. So it was looking like a good chance for Varun to really crawl back into this frame.
He did some damage, but he left a few openers. Just not sure what color that Francis might be trying to get on here. Possibly the black ball. Did she get lucky?
Yeah. She did. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, just knock every red out of the way.
Yeah, I thought maybe if she put some bottom, that might slide off that side cushion and be on the black. But she got fortunate enough with the cannon into the red that it opened up the black. Ooh. His pockets are just so tight. So this is opened the door a little bit for Varun. He's got a good angle. on this red that's just sitting over the top right corner pocket. Come off the cushion, he'll be on the black. There's another red above the black. So, but he can't get too far ahead of himself. Yeah, I didn't want too much of this blind cut here. But that's a touch of an angel there. So going to have to do another blind cut here. He's going to lose a little bit of control of the cue ball. But he does have a red up into the yellow pocket, long red. That's out in the open on the left side of the table. Opting for the long red. I feel like he almost willed that one in. Had a nice little break of 24 here. I think he's just going to take his medicine and run and hide. I'd like to get behind that black ball, but I think he's okay. That red is right by the pink spot. I don't think Francis has the angle to put it in the middle pocket. So a little nervy in this second frame. Francis holding on for dear life. So we've looked at the bracket on cloudsnooker.com. The winner of this match will be moving on. Not sure if they'll be the first or second in the group, but all important to come back here on the knockout round on Sunday. So yeah, those reds are becoming nicely spread out. Could be a little shot to nothing here for Francis on that red above the black. Doesn't want it. Ooh, she might have been fortunate.
Yeah.
Sometimes running into those horns can spell disaster, but on first glance, it looks like she's okay.
I like the cue ball behind the blue and yellow here. If you can manage that. And Varun likes the pot.
Aggressive player. Does like to play his long pots.
Yeah, he's ahead. I think both players know that no one's going to clear the table. So
Yeah.
Kind of like a basketball game. You kind of just take your runs when you can. If you're ahead, be a little bit more aggressive than if you're behind. But there are defensive points here too. It's not just about making the pot.
Yeah, and making that, good long pot definitely just boosts your confidence up.
Being snookered over and over again decreases that confidence. So maybe both players need to understand what a good safety can do to your opponent.
This is tricky. We've seen all tournament long. Going for the side pocket here. I guess he played that with an element safety. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, it's not.
The nap pulled it down. It looked like it was going in. Then halfway over, the slow river of the nap just pulled it down. It's hard to anticipate a safe shot here. See what she comes up with.
Yep, lots of balls spinning all around there. But actually, she's quite fortunate there. Nothing really is easy to start up the vroom 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 Varun machine. This green to help him out. Yeah, the way he was queuing down. So everything's getting pushed up to the bulk end of the table. Electing to take on this red into the middle pocket. This is definitely testing your eyes. It's a thin cut. And the in and off was a bit scary there too. Averted all danger there.
The age-old story of this match is, if that red is cuttable, what color is next?
I don't know if this is a lame joke, but what's a snooker player's favorite song?
First of all, do you have any kids? Are you allowed to tell dad jokes? What is... Oh, nice shot. What is a snooker player's favorite song?
Give you a hint, it's sung by Ice-T. Colors.
Oh my God.
Colors.
Does Ice-T sing that?
Yeah, from the great movie from the same name, Colors. Sean Penn and Robert Duvall and that great Dennis Hopper pick.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Do you have to be a dad to tell dad jokes?
I think so. Otherwise, you're just corny. That's a good one. Colors. We're going to have to play that song as soon as these matches are over. We'll just blast the music here.
If Christian can come up with Fluker, I think I can come up with Colors as a snooker player's favorite song. How about it, chat room? Should we put it to a vote again? Is this a daily, nightly poll, as we say, in the late hours of this great United States National Snooker Championship here? live at Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington. We're glad you're all tuning in. I know there's a strong contingency of Varun supporters. Looks like the Lone Star State is still up.
We are very snooker loopy, Dr. Snooker. Can you write us a prescription?
I think he can get by and just squeeze this red into the left middle pocket. He's taking a good long look at it.
What's the song, Dr. Snooker?
That's the song. You are going blind.
That's a song. So what's the song?
Snooker Loopy that Dr. Snooker
Oh, yeah,
says.
of course. Yes.
I don't know. I feel like Dr. Snooker would be more of a guy that would be like the Romford rap. Definitely, Varun wants to wrap up this match earlier than later.
That was a nice red to get on the black ball. In between shots here, but still got the points. Much needed points.
Yeah. And on the bottom of the ball to take the in off out of the equation. Put a little bit more extra pressure on that shot. And he's left that one on, but Francis has got to worry about the in off as well going into the middle pocket. This red just underneath the brown spot.
Beautiful shot.
Or if she's going to try the double here. No, the cuts.
Snooker loopy, that's are we? What's the words of that?
Well, we can wait for the post game to do a little snooker loopy. Right now,
I'm a little loopy.
Well, there have been some long days for your Mike at this tournament.
Beauty. How's his luck? Oh, a little kiss would have been good for him on that black ball. But, you know, with every red that these players hit, you're taking off 8 points from your opponent. Oh, yeah, Dr. Snooker. We play snooker loopy in this club quite a bit. We get the rolls of the eyes from some older folks, but I like it. It's a very, very corny song, but it's nostalgic, right?
Yeah, but you never play the Romford rap.
No. You have to sing that for me.
Oh boy. I know my name is Dave, but I'm looking for Chaz. Yeah, every little red that Varun takes off is going to make it just that much more tougher for Francis to get back into this frame and match. But this is looking great.
Wow. Good job. I think the red by the pink is the easy option. Can he hit the red safe? Yes, he can. Would you be tempted to try to fit this into the yellow pocket here? The cue ball is going to stay up the table. It's going to stay at the ball because it's going to run in right into those two balls by the ball cushion, but she's looking at it.
Yeah, it's definitely a shot I'm thinking about, but yeah, first noticing, with my mind that I love to always play a good snooker, I was thinking maybe the angle on that red that's kind of in the D, pushing it over towards the green and blue, but I think the angle that you'd have to hit it probably would force the cue ball to go into the pocket. So this, all these color balls kind of pushing their way to the cushion is only doing benefit for Varun.
Yeah, I agree. For sure. That was a fortunate double kiss, I think.
It's almost that time that Varun just got to take a look sometimes and just think about maybe putting a red into a temptable position for Frances. One that it's not, 100 or 90% shot for her, but something that might be in the 60, maybe 70% range. Something that she doesn't get all the time. I think that might have been the shot there. Because now he's left himself with an opportunity here. It's a long pot, but we know Varun, he definitely elevates himself when a long pot is on.
He's missed the last couple. I think he's due for one.
Ooh, that red just almost came off the table there.
Did a little rail slide there.
Hey, that's the skateboarder and Mike Domingo's talking. How about a little heel flip with your red ball, or a shove it, or a kick flip?
Yes, I love the kick flip. My ankles are killing me these days, but it's because of this skateboarding I did as a kid, and I don't miss it. I do not regret it. I'm sorry, I meant to say I do not regret it. I do miss it.
That's definitely a young person's sport, skateboarding.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. It's kind of silly if you're 48 on a board. Trying to do tricks.
You're not that old, 48?
I'm 48, yeah.
I thought you were 38.
I like riding my board, but it's just merely to get around, really. What a shot. Very nice shot.
Definitely.
I like snooker because it's very difficult. And skateboarding, doing tricks is very difficult. And back in our day, it was new. Skateboarding, trying to do tricks was kind of a new thing. And so our community one person would learn an ollie, teach the group. And then another person would move ahead and learn a kickflip and teach the group. And what I've noticed around here at Ox with snooker is we're teaching each other. We have people like Dave Daly and Prathamesh teaching people like myself and Sam and Francis, and Karin comes in and does some stuff. It's just a group of people that we all want to see improve. There's no bashing. There's a lot of encouragement. And that's kind of what skateboarding was as we were kids growing up.
And what are you saying about our day? Are you referring to your friends or your friend in the commentating booth?
Mr. Dave Daly. Whoa. That is a nice snooker.
Yeah, that's a world of trouble there. Good idea. Dr. Snooker just take a screen cap of the shot. So if it goes messy, we can put everything back. So this may be a little twist here. This frame is definitely not put to bed just yet. But Varun knows the importance of this frame and this match, so he's giving this shot the utmost of care. Good to hear, Captain. It's midnight down where you're watching in Mexico. Hopefully you did look out and tried to find some snooker down there.
Brown ball was just above the black spot. As long as both players agree, it's in the general vicinity. Again, they don't have a ref. They're doing their best. Both are honest players and want to see each other win in good spirit.
Yeah, I think everything's all right. Looking over there, seeing big smiles on both competitors.
He's putting a lot of swerve on this. Oh, he's got to try a cushion, but I think that pocket might be in the way. It's 2.
Yeah, that's the pool background, definitely. You notice a lot of snooker players really don't use that huge amount of swerve that Varun is putting on there. You know, it's almost tempted as you go into the green pocket. Hit the lower jaw and then
the
top
jaw.
jaw.
Got it. Wow, what a swerve. And he's left it. So very productive safety there by Francis.
Sure. Have you ever tried that shot, Mike, when you're going into the pocket and hitting one cushion and the other cushion and shooting it down? It's got a lot of danger.
Never tried it in a match. I don't allow myself to get in that position.
Well said, well said.
A little fast for the black ball.
Yeah, she wanted it in the middle pocket, but it looks quite nice. Play this with some top. Roll down and get on this red. It's black into the top right corner pocket.
I think she's looking at the yellow. Getting her extension. Maybe trying a safety here.
Maybe her just coming off that ball cushion. She feels she can get better shape onto the... Oh, she is playing the safe. Ooh, she got the green.
No, she's laughing.
Yeah. That uncomfortable smile. Kind of looking to the gods and saying, why?
It's just not fair.
So, maybe she should have taken that black on. But who knows? She knows her caliber of shot. It's tough enough when your opponent puts you in a snooker. It's even worse when you do it to yourself. Well done by Varun there too, waiting for all the balls to come to a rest. Very important. Captain, I think we're pushing that way. You know, it would be great someday that there could be a U.S. Masters tournament or something like that. I think we're just pushing. You know, we're just breaking open the door right now in America for snooker, as it hasn't been widely received in many, many years, but things are growing. Mike Dominguez is doing a fantastic job here at Ox, really pushing the game. Definitely our current champion of this U.S. national event. Nice hit there by Francis. Ali. I just got a little distracted by our tournament director there. Had a question. But going back to that point, Ali Al-Sayed, he is the first American player ever to lay his hand and play at the famed Crucible Theater. So the future is looking bright in America for the growth of the game here. It's been long overdue. Obviously, as well, up in Canada where I live, we'd like to get back to that good form of great players that we did have. And, you know, it's interesting in life. Sometimes things just go in cycles. So,
the U.S.
another long pot here for Varun. Definitely really enjoys them. Wow. And we can see why. So the tension is mounting here in Ox. Late night drama here. Varun definitely just does not want to push this to a decider. He wants to seal his fate, win this frame, win this match, push himself into the knockout round. Great shot on the yellow. Now that yellow does come up. So he had a red. His color of choice was a yellow. And he played a nice yellow to come back onto the yellow. I think Francis was jumping up almost to respot that yellow. Remember, he put it in twice. I just don't know actually if he has an angle. He's playing for some deep screw here on the green. Just didn't really get into it. You can see by his reaction after shot. Now this is... does he take a shot to nothing, clip it into the top left corner pocket? Or does he come onto the left side of the brown ball, trying to lay for a snooker? Takes the shot to nothing. Well played. So 14 in it, 22 on the table. Varun needs brown and blue to force snookers required, because if the brown drops for Varun, there's still an 18-point differential, and Francis can tie and force a black ball respot. Something actually we haven't seen on the TV table just yet.
Just a reminder for all the Seattle people out there, our pool tables will be closed Sunday and Monday for the knockout rounds in this U.S. Championship.
So that means more seating for this great championship tournament here at Ox. So come on down.
Lisa Wade Crouch in the chat says Varun is elevating it. I agree. He's doing a good showing here and getting used to the table.
Yeah, blue is the big ball right now. that's a nice. Needs to run a bit more.
Get out the redwoods.
Pretty much. Where's Paul Bunyan when you need him? Because we've got Babe the blue ball. Oh, she might not. No, yeah, she gave it a shot. I think all of us were surprised last night when Tom Tan took a wild shot. We were all screaming to use the redwoods. It would have been great.
Dennis fan, that's untrue. Come here and put in your headphones. You can hear the commentary here in the room. It'll be a little bit of the crucible effect. Might be a little delayed.
We're in a nice covered booth, so they probably won't be able to see our lips move.
And thanks for the compliment on the commentary. We hope we're being informative and entertaining at the same time.
Well, we're getting good numbers on the stream, so we're doing something, and we appreciate all your viewership out there to all our viewers near and far. This is only just going to be great showing for if you ever want to talk to some big companies, some that have sponsorship money tucked away for various sporting events. They can say, hey, this game of snooker is getting the numbers. Why don't we put a few bucks towards the cause and help them get going?
Share, share, share.
And subscribe so you can get that ding to go off at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time tomorrow, because that's when we'll be starting the action in the knockout round.
Oh, a little too strong there. Left it over the pocket.
Yeah, he's... Varun doesn't really refuse too many long pockets, so I'll definitely be taking this on. This is his frame ball. Just rattled in the jaws twice.
Rattlesnake.
Francis jumps up quicker than a jackrabbit. She knows she's got a chance. But deep breaths. Just focus yourself.
All right. Step one complete.
Yeah, she got the blue. She needs all of them. So I think it's time to play a little safe here, Francis.
I think she's going for it. Almost had it. Nice shape on the black ball. If it did, the pink ball did go in.
I'll give it that amount of pace that at least she didn't leave it sitting in the jaws of the pocket.
Dr. Snooker in the chat on YouTube says under hit it. Yeah, the blind pocket on these tables are touchy. Yeah, it is pretty safe, Dr. Snooker. Maybe a little stun shot here. Get the pink ball, go 2 cushions. Create some separation here. It's just got to be stretching in order to make this happen. Didn't quite get the stun, but does he get the roll? It looks like he might. Oh. I don't know. Can't tell from this angle.
It's tough to tell that. I think that pink goes by that black. Yeah, actually, I can just see from my vantage point in the booth that pink will go by the black into the middle pocket and just come up and down table. Pressure shot.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, she's got it. Just needed a bit more pace. But she does have an opportunity here in the top left corner pocket.
Little spattering of applause in the crowd.
This to push us to the cider.
That's an unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
There was a cue ball, a pool ball jumping off the table as she was down on her shot, and she kept her nerve, and potted the black for the win.
Fantastic shot there by Francis. So that's going to force us into a decider. We'll just step aside for a quick little break. So make sure you can get a nice cool beverage or something warm to eat. We'll be right back with frame 3 to decide who is going to move on to the knockout round. Stay tuned. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 3. It's been a gripping match from start to finish. Varun, hailing from Houston, Texas, taking on the local gal, Francis Chow. Both shaking hands, both know the importance of this. I'm pretty sure their supporters have chimed in and said, hey, you win this, you move on.
That's so crazy.
It's going to be a tense and nervy frame, I'm sure. And now they're just delaying the action because they're having a little trouble with the scoreboard. All right, here we go. Varun had broken off.
So for those of you that don't know, Francis started playing snooker this year. So it's just a testament to what a cueist she is. She's a very talented pool player. Plays APA, BCA, any tournament she can get her hands on.
True. It's interesting on the pro circuit. They always explain these deciders and the players are like, just give me one chance. Now, I think in this kind of scenario, in this amateur tournament, one chance, just get to the colors and then get that one chance. Dr. Snooker, we might have updated it. There was a little glitch of an issue. I don't know if you've tuned in lately to the Cloud Snooker page, where all the tournament information is, the live scoring, the group structure, because I did notice before that there was an issue. Mike got in touch with our tournament director, Jamie Miller, and she took a look and she was telling us there was a little bit of funny business because Francis was able, she did take the match over Arif, so it should be up to date on the cloudsnooker.com page. This looks like a nice shot for Varun to just get things started. This black, and there's a open red on the bottom of the bunch, so let's see what happens here.
In the YouTube chat, SC Manhattan asks, did Francis play 8-9 ball before this year? Yes, she played in college, actually. She's been playing 8-9 ball for quite a while. She's a part of a group of college people that now live here coincidentally in Seattle that are just very good on a pool table, the whole group.
Nice little kiss off the cluster of those reds.
We should have a billiard or Q Sports Olympics someday. Have some snooker tournaments, and then same players jump on the pool table and have some 8-9 ball tournaments, and then have some Chinese 8-ball tournaments.
Is he lucky? Is he on? Does have a little bit of a plant. Oh, Francis just so engrossed that she needs to spot the ball.
It is a nice break. I'd be mesmerized as well. Gotta make this. Oh.
Ooh, look out. Where's that white ball? Oh.
One or the other were going in.
Yeah, I know. Jason Ferguson over with the WPPSA is a strong advocate to get Q Sports into the Olympics. Just a shame that they didn't get over into Paris 2024. Because, I'd be punching my ticket if they they needed some help in the commentary on that sport because I don't know if you've been there, Mike, but the French beu c'est magnifique.
I think we can say that they do and would need your help in commentary, for sure. But yeah, I think there is still this stigma against cue sports, so we have to break that stigma. It's not a bar game.
It's not a smoke-filled room. It's not a shady character. It's a family environment.
Precision sports, just like archery.
Correct. I think obviously in Britain there was a lot of class for it. I think more in North America it looked like it was like a hustle kind of thing.
For sure.
And so that might give it kind of a bad name. You know, I know there was a story when Cliff was running the ranks over here, traveling everywhere in North America. At one point, he was quite famous for his mustache, so he shaved off his mustache to play against a gentleman, just because he's like, "Hey, you look a little bit familiar. Do I know you?" He's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Ashley on Facebook says it's a world game. Yeah, cue sports definitely. Snooker is a world game minus America, so we're doing our best here to raise the standard of snooker here in America. It hasn't trickled down from Canada quite yet.
Yeah, slowly moving.
Like maple syrup.
You took the words right out of my mouth. How did you know I was going there? Well, there's some other countries, obviously, that aren't fully versed in snooker, but it's amazing, such a size of the country of America, that it really just hasn't caught on that big. And snooker is a niche sport. I think you're not going to challenge the big four here in North America: your hockey, basketball, baseball, and American football. But it just takes a little bit to open the door, like MLS. I remember as a youngster, people would talk about soccer. Well, not really many people would talk about soccer. There was a small little program on the Sports Network on Saturday morning, maybe 3 hours just devoted to soccer, and that was it. But now we have full-fledged leagues. The MLS is flourishing.
Absolutely. And as a kid, we played soccer Little League, so... I mean, God, I can't remember how old we were when we started playing soccer, but it was in the single digits. And I'm 48, so let's say 40 years ago I was playing soccer league. And it didn't turn pro in America until the late 90s.
I think so. I think definitely having the World Cup in America in 94 was a big boom for it.
So it's like, give it some time, people. I mean, we got some work to do to make snooker anything in this country. Oh. Nice pod.
Yeah. I think there was a roar of the crowd in there. People were amazed by that shot by the fans out there.
Cut them off. No, just kidding. But yeah, so there's a lot of work to do. It has to be constant and consistent work. It can't just be sporadic here and there with half efforts. It's got to be constant, and we all have to have patience.
Yeah, you wonder, going back to the soccer note, the big thing, it's pretty cheap to play soccer. I think parents now are watching their pennies a little bit. Money wasn't flourishing around, and this is a rather inexpensive sport, really, if you look at it.
One cue
will serve you right for the rest of your life. Table time's not too bad.
No, our prices are very reasonable on professional tables. I appreciate the concern, but we do have customers in here saying I should raise my prices. They're wondering if we're going to go out of business. But I don't want to price people out. So you can tip, you can donate, can contribute to certain tournaments if you're concerned. And I thank you for the concern. want to make access fairly easy for snooker and well, for cue sports in general and snooker specifically.
Yes, snooker specifically.
Yeah. I mean, look at the drama in these 3 frames.
Yeah, that's worth the price of admission talks alone.
It's sustained drama. It really is. I mean, I love the quick action of a 9-ball and 8-ball, but the drama and the suspense is kind of short-lived in Iraq.
The slow burn.
Yeah.
That it builds up.
Delayed satisfaction.
It is sometimes a tough sport to really get people into, because you can sometimes tune in and you'll see a lengthy safety battle and really kind of be scratching your head like, why aren't they putting a ball in the pocket? I thought that's what you're supposed to do. But not realizing that definitely in the pro game, you could be sitting at your chair for a while. In the amateur game, maybe not as much. So you might see a lot more players taking things on and sometimes hitting it a bit harder. So, and we've seen quite a large number of flukes in this tournament already. Just a little draw on this shot to be on the black.
Added some side.
Such a tough game. Every shot has 2 parts. It seems like more often than not, when you're an amateur player, you get one part of the shot to perfection.
Yeah.
Whether it's, pocketing the ball or being on your colored ball. But I think as more and more people get into the game and people get more serious about it, they'll connect on those 2 elements to make a shot a successful shot. Nice cut there. Fortunately, he's kind of put that cue ball on the cushion. It's not too bad. Yeah, there was those 2 open reds kind of in the middle of the table, not the 2 that are clustered together. One would have went into the side pocket, one would have gone into the top right pocket. I think the top right one would have been on, because at least he would add the pink into the left middle pocket. But if he'd missed, he could have been leaving a great opportunity for Francis to score heavily.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot by Varun, because if he missed that pot that you were looking at, he would have left on the ball that he played safe on, which is the whole point of playing safe.
Yeah, we talk about good misses, bad misses. That's unfortunately a bad miss for
this
Francis.
Could be a big break. Nice speed.
From Varun is the engine starting.
Peeled out. Little hard.
And I might need a bodyguard for that shot. As if Varun listens to the playback, that was a little bit of the commentator's curse there. So it just happens so often. We just are willing and hoping these players, play great, and we just see that they make a great shot, and it's just the opening, and it's my best shot. 9 times out of 10, I'll just throw that curse down, and it spoils a break for the player at the table.
Well, Nick Barrow, who will be here on September 24th and 25th, does not condone in the belief of a curse or the snooker gods or the commentator curse or anything like that.
Well, I'm a longtime Chicago Cubs baseball fan, so there is no curse.
No, not at all.
The drought is over. 108 years old. Or 106, I believe it was. They won in 2016, and then their last championship before that was 1908. So, yeah, 108 years. The invention of FaceTime for the Chicago Cubs to win a World Series.
From the Model T to the T-Mobile. I have children. I can say dad jokes.
Yeah, when we're talking about Chicago there and you're going Model T, the M and the T, I'm thinking of Chicago's very own tough guy, Mr. T.
Don't be a fool, stay in school. Oh, look at this.
Don't be a fool, lay a snooker.
I think he did. Does he see that? Is that red in the corner pocket? Covered? Can't tell.
Red corner pocket. I think she's got the gap to take it on, and
yeah, she hit it thick.
Well, two reds have kind of gone safe against that left-sided cushion. Yeah, definitely gonna have to use this pink for his advantage. Black's really tied up. There's some open reds down here at the business end of the table. Let's see what Varun can do with this.
Oh, just a little softer, that would have gone in and would have had better position on the red. It's a long table, but as we've all seen these past 2 days, it's a fast table. You don't need power. You just need a steady cue action. Which is the whole point of these fast tables. You just need to concentrate on cueing straight.
Yep, let the table do the work. SC Manhattan. Some great kind words you're putting out to this great room in Ox. I don't know if we had a chance to meet. Obviously, some people go by their actual name in person and then they put on a handle like SC Manhattan has there. As I was down here doing commentating for the women's event as well, so I don't know if I got a chance to meet you. But thanks again for those kind words. They are doing some great things down here at Ox.
Yeah, echo that. Thank you for the comments. I'm glad I was in a good mood that day.
The captain, when we get into the round of 16, there will be best of 5 frames, and then the quarters and the semifinals will be best of 7 to conclude with a best of 9 for the finals to see who can hoist the Tom Collins Trophy.
The tournament director has lost it.
I don't know if we want to advertise that.
It's a late night, 2 long days, Sock puppets are out. We're all having fun. It's a great time here. Is that in? Oh my goodness, she threw a sock at me.
And Francis fluked that right into the middle pocket, so maybe a good old-fashioned sock tossing can push Francis over the line here. She's up against it here, trailing 28-8, but still lots of points on the table.
Captain Thrasher asks in YouTube, how many frames will be the knockout stage?
And I had just responded to that.
Did you? I had a sock thrown at me. I didn't know what was going on.
Mike, I have to tell you a little piece of advice that I got from the great John Virgo. I had mentioned to him that I did a little bit of commentating in Canada and the US. Do you have any piece of advice? And the one thing he said, concentrate.
Wow. Just like Varun did right there. That was a nice shot. A little strong for the pink ball.
But slowly, as more reds disappear off this table, it's getting tougher and tougher for Francis to punch her card into the knockout round.
Look at that. Oh my God, I thought that was going in.
Not a bad miss, as now that black is up there, and that's a nice high value color, as we all know. Francis would love to put a few blacks in with some reds, just so she can get back into this frame quickly. She might have an opportunity here, because that very black possible. Does go by the yellow.
She's not looking at it. She's target fixed on the pink, either that or she knows already the black doesn't go, but it sure does look like it does.
Definitely from our vantage point, but maybe she's a bit more comfortable with this.
Either way, she's got that red down there, so that's possibly the reason why. Cue ball might have been trapped up at the bulk if she did go for that one extra point in the black ball. And now she puts the pink on its spot, so very smart play by Francis.
Yeah, it does. We are getting late into the evening, so sometimes all your facets aren't working, and sometimes you're just getting tunnel vision. More often than not, we just see the shot that we play, and then afterwards we know where we're going. But for all you
wow, great pot and cue ball control.
Young players, new players, doesn't hurt no matter how late, how early in a tournament or in a frame or in a match. It's always good just to value all your options. As I may sound a broken record, and I'm probably giving Cliff Thorburn a lot of credit out there, but he had known. That was.
Where's the red ball going?
Not in a good spot for Francis. But back to the little tidbit about Cliff Thorburn, he always knew. When it came to the table, he knew the shot that was on. A staunch grinder, really, valued all his options, as he would walk around the table just to see if there was anything else, just in case. SC Manhattan, hopefully you can tune in tomorrow. I'm not sure about the cameras. I don't know if Mike knows. I know our technical director actually has had to leave the room, I believe Christian Youngers, and he will know all the ins and outs of those. So definitely please tune us in tomorrow. We will be starting in at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time out here on the West Coast in Seattle. It's the knockout round, so hopefully you can tune in and pipe in SC Manhattan, and definitely if I do see Christian, I'll ask him that question, and hopefully if he's not around and you're on the stream, I can relay the answer to you.
Cliffhanger. Gonna have to tune in tomorrow to find out.
One thing I can say, with the way technology is going, the mics and the cameras, they're not as expensive or exclusive as they used to be.
They are pretty hefty in terms of price. But they are pan-tilt zoom cameras, 1080.
Well, you want to know expensive.
Power
Probably back in the day, a 16 millimeter Airflex film camera probably cost you about $10,000. Now that's just the camera. That's not the magazine to hold the film. That's not the lens to bring the image onto film. So,
I take back what I said.
But it is a tough if you want to go down the hole of cameras. It's really tricky because you buy a camera today and tomorrow it's worth half its price. It's kind of like the new car almost. As you know, when you buy a new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it depreciates by 50%. Yeah, it's a tense and nervy match, Captain. We appreciate you tuning in all the way from Mexico.
What part of Mexico, Captain? Might want to go 2 rails here. Kick it.
Yeah, because you got to put some side if you're just going up and down the table. And it's always tough to judge the amount of side. The quicker the shot, the less side, the slower the shot.
The trick is here to just keep that path. Keep trying. Adjust your shot. Don't try the other side now. I think he knows that.
Yeah, a lot of these great players in this event, usually that one first attempt is a feeling out kind of shot. Just see where you need to go.
And he's getting closer. He's got to be careful to not give himself an invalid snooker on this 3rd try. It has to be a valid attempt, but if he does have an invalid snooker, Francis has an option of taking a free ball and or putting him back and start the sequence all over again.
Not putting him back, he can shoot from that position, yes.
Correct. I think this is it, though. Oh, he's got it.
Got a good result.
Yeah.
I think he's got the snooker in return.
That was a really nice shot there.
As much as he wanted it on that first attempt, doesn't hurt to have it on the 3rd attempt, because now he's left Francis in the same position. But there is an angle actually just to go up and down the table. Yeah,
the cameras are permanently fixed. Great shot by Francis. SC Manhattan is asking if the cameras are permanently fixed. Yeah, they definitely are. But we are looking for... Holy mackerel. Balls fly. It's a war zone in here in the pool side of the room. But yes, we are looking for some floor cameras eventually, so we can have pocket shots. We're looking for pocket cameras as well. These tables are professional tables, so they have they are equipped to have a pocket camera in the top pockets.
Really? I'll have to take a look at the conclusion of this match. I was not aware of that. I'm a fan of cameras, but more of a fan of the film cameras. So obviously, I don't think you'll be looking for that technology here, Mike. And just a few more rotations there for Francis, and it would have been a fiendish little snooker here. So potential shot to nothing here for Varun. Can clip off the green, try and take it into the top right corner.
Yeah, this is a pretty safe pot if he goes for it.
Might be playing for the snooker, actually, looking at it now.
Might go in anyway. Nope. Yeah, I think the pot would have been the better option there.
Yeah, you run around the 2 cushions, get back to ball, greens down in the top end.
You kind of rely on luck just a bit, but I think luck would have been better on that shot. A little bit safer. Oh, those middle pockets are stingy.
Might have had just been just a little bit of nerves late in the evening. You know, you're going to rely on a lot of muscle memory at this time. Just focus on your technique.
Both of them are feeling it just a little bit. Take an extra 3 seconds for a nice deep breath.
Just a little too thin there for Francis.
Will the pink come to the rescue?
I think it has. I know she was a little disgusted by that shot at the onset, but to take a look at this result, this would be an easy escape here for Varun. Made a good hit, but unfortunately, the twists and turns of this frame, of this match. We do have Christian back in the room. Maybe if we could grab his attention, we might be able to find some information for USC Manhattan about costs of cameras, or what the make is and the model of the cameras.
Nice green. Wait, what are we doing here? Sorry. So yeah, we have Christian coming in. So what's the model on the cameras that we have? I know the pan tilt zoom 1080, but we got SC Manhattan in the YouTube chat wondering.
Oh yeah, we can post a link if you want. Yeah, well, let me get a link in the chat and I can send it to you. It's the brand, I believe it's an off-brand of PTZ Optics. So PTZ Optics is like the popular brand, but I believe this brand is called SMTAV. It's a brand that shares a distributor, I believe, same as PTZ Optics. Let me just look it up. But I believe the one we have is a 1080p, 60 frames per second, 20x zoom. Let me just find it real quick. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much, Christian. I think let's just post that link on there and let's keep it focused on the great snooker action here. We've got plenty of time tomorrow to talk about cameras, as this is a great little match that's winding up here.
She has to keep her nerve, obviously. It's so tough to do.
Well, that brown gave her the lead by 2 points, 38 to 36. Anybody's frame here. But she's left that blue on. But fortunate enough for her, Varun's got a cue over the black. He realizes it.
I like him on this shot as a pull player. These balls are smaller than pull ball, so he's probably used to bridging over a 9 ball or so. So this should not be an issue unless he overpowers it.
Oh, he almost fluked it.
No reason to overpower that.
So, SC Manhattan, Christian Youngers, our technical director, Christian, has just put up that link there. So feel free to click on that. And camera business aside, let's get back to watching this great finale here. The winner of this match will move on to the knockout phase. So a lot of tension building here. Great for all the viewership tuning in.
Yeah, we always say this. There are no secrets. We're happy to help, happy to share what we've learned along the way. And anybody trying to keep secrets, just trying to feel smart. But really, I mean, I'm glad that you asked that question, SC Manhattan. Hopefully other clubs will get these cameras. Better the sport. Oh,
nice,
what a great shot there.
This for match win, punches his way to the knockout round. It's there. Oh, what a conclusion there. Big round of applause there. Oh, my. What an exciting match to finish off our day here in day 2. Finish off the round robin. So Varun is going to be moving on. A good showing by Francis. Don't take anything away. Francis, you held yourself fantastically throughout the tournament. There will be another U.S. Nationals for you, I'm sure, in the near future. But for that, for all of us here, we thank you for all your viewership tonight. Just remember, tomorrow morning we'll be starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So that's 10 o'clock on the west coast of North America out here in Seattle. We're here at Ox Billiards Live, Seattle, Washington. It's the 2022 United States National Snooker Championship. It's David Burney saying, good night, everybody. Get home safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for some great knockout round action.